Crenshaw. This is Crenshaw. That's not oh boy. This is the Walker Block boy. Come up, Block boy. It's that time. It's Crenshaw. Always knew you could do it. Hit the block in the all yellow phantom like this way, that way. That's always knew you could do it. Hit the block in the all yellow phantom like this way, that way. That's always knew you could do it. I hit the block in the all yellow phantom like this way, that way. That's always knew you could do it. I hit the block in the all yellow phantom like this way, that way. That's always knew you could do it. My hustle ain't never gonna stop. Call me young, call me grind the way I climb to the top. Down and dirty, my money eating like I'm hella hungry. Whole squad, whole piece, chips, scale, nothing bone. 2250, 5 pounds in the bag, stinking up my whole house. Gotta air this bitch out. Never running out of food. They call me young gas tank. 50 gallons in the air, pump like a fish tank. I know my shit stank, but I don't sell it though. Flatter with my swagger, so they put me on a pedestal. Wipe a nigga down with $100 bill. Catch me stupid doodles, I mean like 100 jack a bill. I'm all day, all night, out bag. Tryna make 100,000, stuff it in a Gucci bag. I know my shit stank, but I don't sell it though. Flatter with my swagger, so they put me always managed to do it. Hit the block in the all yellow phantom like this way, that way. That's always managed to do it. I hit the block in the all yellow phantom like this way, that way. That's always managed to do it. I hit the block in the all yellow phantom like this way, that way. That's always managed to do it. Always knew you could do it. Hey, y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is, man. This your boy Pharaoh the guy. Always on a motherfucking job. I got fired. Let's talk real talk, man. Y'all see the motherfucking the description, the royal racist family, the racist royal family. That's what it is right now, man. And it's crazy. And it's crazy that even you feel me? Today we just gonna deal with, you know what I'm saying, the royal racist family, like I said. It's a lot of misconceptions that's out there, man. They like, oh, you know, I'm getting hella little hella comments, you feel me? But like I was saying, though, today we gonna be dealing with the royal racist family and some of the things that make them racist. Like a lot of people don't understand, you know, why I say that or why I say fuck the queen, fuck her belt buckles, fuck Guy Frenchie, fuck all them, you know what I'm saying, Great Britain type motherfuckers. You feel me? Fuck Virgin Airlines, fuck Virgin Wireless, nigga. And the reason I say that is because that even the son, now people be like, you know, okay, Pharaoh, why you racist? You know what I'm saying? Why you own them like that? You know what I mean? And it's just, it's like a fact. You know what I mean? Why? I'm gonna let you know why. But before I do that, make sure y'all go ahead, hit that subscribe button, tap that first bell that's on the top of notifications so you can be notified every time I go live, drop some content. You'll be the first to know. It's that time again. I'm fucking up today, but it's that time to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another motherfucking friend. You feel me? Share, like, and subscribe to this shit. You feel me? Because, you know, motherfuckers need to hear a provocative truth. Motherfuckers need to hear, you know what I'm saying, what's really out there. You know, and a lot of motherfuckers in my comments right now, you know, talking bad about me and, you know, I'm a die alone and this and that. She ran the country and all this and all that, right?
But who has better intel than those that live in the house? That's related to those that's in the house, that be in the house consistently. Let's hear what they gotta say.
My mother was chased to her death while she was in a relationship with someone that wasn't white. And now look what's happened. You want to talk about history repeating itself? They're not going to stop until she dies. My mother was chased to her death while she was in a relationship with someone that wasn't white. And now look what's happened. You want to talk about history repeating itself? They're not going to stop until she dies.
He's talking about he's talking about Meghan Markle, his wife. You know, for those that don't know, Princess Diana was dating a Middle Eastern dude, you know, Arabian, Pakistani, Indian. She was dating somebody totally different, non-white. And this is what her son says. Her son even knows that she was dealing with somebody non-white, right? So you could go ask your mother, you could go ask your family members what happened with Princess Diana. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to catch her so bad dealing with this non-white person that, you know, they was shining lights into her, and they so-calledly allegedly says that he veered off the road and, you know, died or whatever, because that was the man that Princess Diana was having an affair with. But that was like what, 1997 or something that she died. Who's speaking about that Prince Charles, now no King Charles, was dating Camilla back in 1971? And if you don't believe me, you can go to the lineage history of the royal family. They only date within their family. First cousins, seventh cousins, distant cousins. They say that Prince Henry and Meghan Markle are distant cousins. She's half black though. So they tripped on Princess Diana for dating a Middle Eastern guy, right? Did everything they can to try to break that up. The paparazzi all in her face. You know what I mean? Shining the lights, you know, driving erratically, trying to get, this is what they said, trying to get the pictures. But I'm gonna play it one more time. This is what Princess Diana's own son said about the royal family being racist. Listen.
Mother was chased to her death while she was in a relationship with someone that wasn't white. And now look what's happened. You want to talk about history repeating itself? They're not going to stop until she dies. My mother was chased to her death while she was in a relationship with someone that wasn't white. And now look what's happened. You want to talk?
That's Prince Henry telling you what happened to his mother. She was chased to her death. To her death. So if she was chased to her death, then that means somebody plotted on her. That means she was assassinated. She wasn't just murdered. She was assassinated. This is her own son saying that. This is her own son saying that his mother was chased to her death in a car by somebody because she was dating a non-Caucasian. What happened to Prince Henry? What happened to Prince Henry when he started to date Meghan Markle? All the rumors started coming about her. She was black, that she was broke, that she wasn't this, that she wasn't that. You want to talk about history repeating itself? Why they ain't saying nothing to the rest of the kids? Why is it Prince Henry? Because the royal family does not want their so-called good blood tainted with outside blood. Meaning specifically those that are non-white. And you tell me that ain't racist? I don't give a fuck if a Mexican said it. Nigga, it's racist. I don't give a fuck if a black person said it. It's prejudice. It's prejudice. You know, motherfuckers, that's why I say motherfuckers sit up here and all the queen this and the queen that. Nigga, fuck that bitch. Fuck that wrinkled up, standard paper looking bitch. Bitch, I said it on my last. The bitch looked like a balled up paper of standards. Nigga, and the teacher just unballed it. That's what the queen looked like, nigga. Balled up white sheet of paper, nigga. Motherfuckers can be mad all they want. I don't give a fuck. What up, Hotep? Salute, man. Hey, you're always tapping in, man, like Flynn, man. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, man, last night I just came across this interview with Prince Henry, and I think it was Oprah Winfrey. I'm not really sure, right? I'm not really sure. But within this interview, they got down to the discussion of race. Why was your mother killed? You feel what I'm saying? Why are you being targeted? And he says that they're not going to stop until Meghan Markle is killed. Because now, see, Prince Henry, it's a long line of succession before it even gets to Prince Henry, right? It's like he's the seventh in line. You know what I mean? So he got to go through all his brothers and sisters and then all their children. You know what I'm saying? Before he gets the throne, right? But still, they don't, nigga, the Queen, Elizabeth was ruling for 70 years. So that's how you keep going down in the family line. It might be a prime minister, but it ain't no motherfucking like the Queen. Now it's the king. Colonialism. A lot of people don't understand that we may look at these people like peaceful, you know what I'm saying? But why is it that people could dig up shit on black people and it's solid and it makes people stop fucking with them? But when it's like a motherfucker like me telling y'all straight out the box that, you feel me, this bitch wasn't no peacemaker. This bitch wasn't the grandma in the house baking cookies, nigga, and shit like that. That bitch sat on a throne, nigga, calling out shots for motherfuckers to be assassinated because they fucking with somebody that ain't white. The fuck, nigga? Where they do that at? In the UK, at the Buckingham Palace. That's where they do that shit at, man. It ain't no motherfucking coincidence that, you know what I'm saying, she died because she was fucking with an East Indian nigga. And not even just with them, but it just goes to show how people with wealth don't even want to share their wealth with people that don't have wealth. Your family ain't gonna live forever. So all that blue blood, how the Caucasians go test people blood that they want to get married to, and you know what I'm saying? If you have any diseases or any ailments in your bloodline or in your DNA, you can't get married to them. Why does that matter? Nobody lives forever. And it's been proven that even the Caucasians that don't have no ailments or no malfunctions in their DNA, they still die quicker, almost twice as quicker than anybody black. So, I mean, just on scientific notes, you know, I'm not talking about like in the streets and shit, but you know, y'all have to understand that it's a propaganda against your race, against your kind. If you don't want to believe that, you a fool. You've been so bamboozled or hoodwinked into these motherfuckers' realms that you don't even really know what's the fuck be really going on. Hey Siri, how much of Africa did Britain rule underneath Queen Elizabeth?
Okay, I found this on the web for how much of Africa did Britain rule underneath Queen Elizabeth. Check it out.
That's what it's gonna say. cloud of colonialism hangs over Queen Elizabeth's legacy in Africa. Kenya, which had been under British rule since 1895. 1895. So right after slavery in America. Anyway, was named an official colony in 1920 and remained that way until it won its independence in 1963. Among the war's atrocities under Britain rule occurred during the Mayu Mayu uprising, which started in 1952, the year Queen Elizabeth took the throne. Now, motherfuckers love to, you know what I'm saying, praise this bitch, right? But she had to give some type of order for motherfuckers to go into Kenya. We know it ain't your property, but here it is, 1963. You feel me? 10 years before they got their independence, the Mayu Mayu uprising, right? Now, if you don't know about the Mayu Mayu uprising in Kenya, then I advise you to do a little digging. Just pull up Mayu Mayu revolution in Kenya, or just pull up Mayu Mayu. Not on Google. And this is the thing, I don't like y'all to pull it up on Google. I want y'all to pull it up on YouTube. You feel me? The reason why, because when you get on YouTube, it'll show you all type of shit that has to deal with that category from different angles. See, when you go to Google, you type in Mayu Mayu and this gives you of who they are, and it gives you, you know, kind of like one-sided. You have to read so much. And I know you motherfuckers is slow and stupid out there. You feel me? Y'all don't like to read. Y'all just dumb like that. You know what I mean? So go on YouTube and you will see the difference, the different opinions of the atrocities underneath Queen Elizabeth's rule. The first year she sat on the throne. The colonial administration at the time carried out extreme, stringent acts of torture, including castration and sexual assault. All hail the queen, though, right? All hail the queen, though, right? Y'all be thinking this platform just like on some bullshit. Oh, I'm gonna talk about gangbangers, niggas checking in, and you feel me, shit like that, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what y'all think? Man. I be trying to keep y'all abreast. You feel what I'm saying? To know what's going on in the world. That's why if you see the logo, you feel me, say news, because y'all need to know what's on the news. I got 5. Let's talk. I'm gonna read for y'all though. I'm gonna continue to read though. In detainment camps where as many as 150,000 Kenyans were held. Elderly Kenyans who sued for compensation in 2011 were ultimately awarded $19 million by a British court to be split between more than 5,000 claimants. And you tell me that ain't racist? I'm talking about torture, castration, degradation, living in your own defecation. 5,000 people had to split 19 million. Don't even do that in the fucking lottery, nigga. That's not even possible in the lottery. 5,000 motherfuckers would never split 19 million in the lottery. But this is all hell to the queen, right? She was the queen in 2011. She started the shit. She approved the shit. She never once said nothing bad about what they did in Kenya. From 1963 to 1952, they never once said they did anything wrong. But then when they do get sued, I'm talking about, nigga, how much money did they make out of Kenya? How much money did they make out of motherfucking Africa? $5,000. 5,000 people split 19 million. Nigga, fuck. The UK Foreign Secretary at the time, William Hogg, said the British government recognizes that Kenyans were subject to torture and other forms of ill treatment at the hands of the colonial administration. The British government sincerely regrets that these abuses took place and that they marred Kenya's progress towards independence. Now, this is what's so crazy about that sentence right there, right? The Foreign Secretary of State, right? He said the British government recognizes that Kenyans were subject to torture and other forms of ill treatment at the hands of the colonial administration. That means that this administration is not a colonial administration, but the administration before that was. But who is the person that had to sign off on everything? Queen Elizabeth. But y'all want to talk about, man, like, come on, man. Y'all, I mean, shit, nigga. I mean, if they get to talking about me, they gonna get the, oh, you know, he was a murderer. He spent a lot of time in jail. He was in jail. He was starting racial riots and started the Black Panther, you know, NYA. And nigga, so what? Who I am right now, though, like, you feel me? Like, who I am right now, I'm still that same person. Why? Because that all that shit before made me who I am today. Y'all might be like, well, Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying? She changed. I never said I changed. I never said I changed. I just got wise. I ain't saying, nigga, that I won't do it again. And I ain't saying that I will do it again. But I'm going to just say that I got wise. I recognize I did you wrong. Don't get me wrong. I recognize that. I'll take this 19 million though and shut the fuck up. That's what y'all do. Y'all shut the fuck up. And then everybody gonna say, oh, well, that nigga is trying to make amends. 5,000 motherfuckers gotta spit 19 million. Like, if you don't, nigga, open the borders to them, if you don't flood them with economic wealth and resources, if you don't flood them with technology and electricity, paved roads, if you don't, nigga, flood Kenya with real homes, you know what I'm saying? Help them dig up their own natural resources to where they have 100% control. You feel what I'm saying? That's you ain't did that because you don't really, you really ain't sorry. You still like fuck black people. Africa's memory of the queen cannot be separated from that colonial past. Professor of communication Farouk Keparji at Kennesaw State University told CNN, the queen's legacy started in colonialism and is still wrapped in it. It used to be said that the sun did not set over the British Empire. No amount of compassion or sympathy that her death has generated can wipe that away. Now, y'all motherfuckers be thinking I be tripping. And I just told y'all I didn't change. So how the fuck can this bitch change? Once a gambler, always a gambler. He just knows how to gamble on the right shit. If you say, I'd rather go to work than sell dope, guess what you just did? You gamble. You gamble. It's a form of gambling. I'm taking a chance. I'd rather take the chance on going to work and try to ascertain the shit that I need in life to be presentable. You feel me? In life, meaning, you know what I'm saying, having a little money and, you know what I'm saying, not nothing fancy, but just to be presentable. You know, I could go to work, my rent paid, my car note paid, my children straight, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? If I choose to go somewhere, I could go somewhere. You know what I mean? But how many times we see drug dealers start out in drug dealing and get rich as fuck, but can't stop drug dealing? They just gotta do it. You think the difference is for the Queen of England, for her to make billions and trillions of dollars off of colonialism out of Africa, and then for her to sit back and say, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop abusing Africa. You feel me? That's what I'm gonna do. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. The drug dealer can't do it. It's the temptation and the it's the temptation and it's the greed. It's the greed. It's the greed that people want. It's the greed that I wouldn't say it's the greed that draws them in, but it's like it's the greed what gets them to stay there. It's the greed that allows them to keep pushing forward. So if you could compare, I always correlate drug lifestyle with the business lifestyle. They both sell commodity. They both have merch. They both have something to sell. They're both businessmen. One is just criminal business. The other one is just what we like to call legal business. It's both business though. The U.S. government consistently, you know, niggas make money off drugs. They try to either come in, make you pay a hefty fine, try to take everything from you. But if you do it legally, you know, if you scam for say $50 billion, they'll try to make you pay back like 10 billion, some shit like that, right? 20 billion, 30 billion, right? But you would still have at least $1 billion, right? They'll be like, all right, you got us, but here you go. You feel me? Boom. Why the same thing doesn't apply to the Queen of England? Even her crown, all them diamonds. It was the biggest diamond in the world. 31, 300 or 30. It was 331 carats or 31 carats. It was like the biggest diamond ever fall. So they busted it down to like, I think 27. I forget the number. It was either 27 or 31. But the stone was big. And they busted it down to the scepter. The scepter has one. The crown has one. Like, it's crazy, right? And now they calling for that to be returned to Africa. Like, and this is the thing. Like, if you know you stole it, ask yourself this, right? Not on no gangster shit. If you say that you all about humanity, you not no gangster, you not on like, oh, that was 10 years ago. You all about humanity. You all about paying it forward. You all about I wronged you. Now I wanna do what's right, right? If you grew up in that lifestyle, how come nothing never went back to Africa? No art. Like it's so hard. And I'm gonna use this word because I used it as a joke earlier. Astringent. It's so astringent to get any artifacts that actually were stolen from Africa back to Africa. And we know Great Britain has a great deal to do with that also. All pun intended. You know what I mean? A motherfucker is a great deal of destabilizing Africa underneath the Queen's rule. And a lot of people like to sit up here and say, oh, you know what I mean? I'm not from Africa. I'm from America. You know, woo, woo. All them people way back in my lineage is from Africa. Some say I'm not African. I'm indigenous to here. You know, all this, all that. Like, whether you like it or not, nigga, you from Africa. You feel me? You could think you from Crenshaw Mafia, but nigga, you from Africa. Straight up. And you know, motherfuckers be like, the motherfuckers never came looking for us and all that, okay. But that is where we come from. How come motherfuckers can't go back there? Like, you know, over here, it's fucked up. But why motherfuckers can't go back to Africa? Because we choose not to. We've been conditioned to believe that the shit is just horrible over there. If they trying to kill you over here because they don't want you to become together, that's why they don't want you to go back to Africa. You feel me? While many African leaders have mourned her passing, including Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari, who described her reign as unique and wonderful. Now, we talking about the Nigerian motherfucking president. Nigga, this is like, we know what go on there. Like, nigga, I understand that's African and all that, right? But man, nigga, it's turn. It's turn. Chirac ain't got shit on him, nigga. Wait. Nigga, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But it's fucked up. You know, in South Africa, one opposition party, the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, was unequivocal. Means they didn't say the same thing. They said, we do not mourn the death of Elizabeth. They didn't even call that bitch the queen. They said, we do not mourn the death of Elizabeth because to us, her death is a reminder of a very tragic period in this country and Africa's history. Damn. This is coming from where Britain ruled at, underneath her rulership. I'm just saying, though. All hail the queen, though, right? Holla at me, though, old tap, though, man. You feel me? He continues on with saying, our interaction with Britain has been one of pain, death, and disposition, and of the dehumanization of the African people. It added, others recall Britain's role in the Nigerian Civil War, where arms were secretly supplied to the government for use against Biafrans who wanted to form a breakaway republic. Between 1 million and 3 million people died in that war. British musician John Lennon returned his MBE, an honorary title, to the Queen in protest over Britain's role in the war. Nigga John Lennon, nigga the Beatle, nigga that come from over there, big as fuck, nigga. That nigga knew that bitch was doing wrong. And they like, bitch, you can have this, bitch. Keep this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's because of shit like that John Lennon did, you know, Marvin Gaye did. Like, nigga, I'm not finna be paying y'all taxes, nigga. I'm moving over here. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Once these motherfucking singers and, you know what I'm saying, songwriters started to become a political, that's when the whole shift in music started to change. Like, we ain't, nigga, y'all can't say no political shit. You say some political shit, you a singer, nigga, that's out, nigga. You are outcast. And that's fucked up because the motherfuckers that came before them, if you really look at the music of people that came before them, they always spoke out against shit. Always. Even the sports people, not just Muhammad Ali. Go back further. Go back and look at motherfuckers that, sports people that was like, you know what? We not with all this rambunctious bullshit that y'all got going on. We not with stepping on the little guys for no reason just to deplete their motherfucking country and they seaside. We not with that shit. Y'all wrong. So what started happening to a lot of these motherfucking singers and shit? They start ODing on drugs. They start dying. You feel me? They start doing shit like that to them. So now when it happens to people like, say, Pimp C, motherfuckers be like, oh, that nigga was sniffing coke, and you feel what I'm saying? Nigga, but why he, wasn't he speak that nigga, nigga, man, come on, man. Come on, man. These motherfuckers turned everything that used to be something backwards on us. Still, many on the continent remember the Queen as a stabilizing force who brought about positive change during her reign. And some of y'all might say, okay, Pharaoh, but Africa was fucked up and all that. And, you know what I'm saying? But when Africa said they wanted to be Africa, though, this is what I'm talking about. When Africa said, hey, y'all need to leave, we'll handle this. Let us be our own monsters. Y'all leave the country and we'll deal with it. They ain't do that. They stayed and backed another party and really still depleted the party that was in power. Because if they just depleted the country, all the motherfuckers that they put in power, they either killed them off or they allowed them to run to their country. Like King Leopold, what was the name? King Mobutu. Mobutu did all type of shit in the Congo, and you know what I'm saying? They renamed it Zaire, and he ran his ass right to Europe, nigga, with all the money, right? Why? Because Patrice Lumumba. We forget about that. King Leopold, man. We forget about names like this in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Well, where this bitch learned from, her history of how she continued on what she was taught by her people. And yet y'all don't think this shit really be handled down. Look at the motherfucking lineage of the royal family. They all family members. That's fucking family members. Now, for those that, know what's up, I'm going to say this. Oh, Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying? It is, law underneath God, you know what I'm saying? You can, I think it's like your second or your third cousin, you can marry, have sex with, and all that. Like, that's cool. I get it. I ain't doing it. I ain't teaching minds to do no shit like that. So, yeah, I get it. Yeah, the Bible does say that. It does. In Islam, you're allowed, and, but I ain't. I mean, it's a gang of bitches out. I might be her cousin, but bitch, you my cousin and I know, or I end up finding out. It's like, you feel me? Nah, like you ain't got no kids. I'm cool. Like you feel me? And then that'd even be strange because now I'm looking at this bitch like, bitch, like, god damn, like, you feel me? But that's what be the importance of family be. That's why I understand how the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, married women from different tribes. His family was from the Quraysh. Now, they might be second, third cousins or whatever, but if our cousin and our, you know what I'm saying, goes that way, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm married from the tribe, but yet we like everybody related, but now if I go back 12 generations and you know what I'm saying, shit like that, definitely we gonna be related. But for me to be like, oh yeah, that's Maybelline daughter, yeah, she looking good, ooh, that's how. But yeah, they say that, but you feel what I'm saying? Nah, they do that though. That's what they do. Just go back and look, like really just, pull it up on YouTube. Like I say, you ain't even gotta go read it. Just pull it up on YouTube. Let the people talk to you. Let the people talk to you. Ayodele Bodupe from Nigeria told CNN her reign saw the end of the British Empire and the African countries became a republic. She doesn't really deserve any award or a standing ovation for it, but it was a step in the right direction. She really don't. You know, through transgression, bring I forgot the word I was going to say. It's like, but through transgression, through going through being transgressed and gets, bring some of the great minds out into the forefront. You know what I mean? But this is just one thing. You know what I'm saying? This is one country. Now, you know, Britain had a very strong hold throughout the world. Remember, it was a Britain empire. You feel me? Jamaica, a lot of Caribbean islands and shit like that. Y'all talk about America not giving out no reparations. What about fucking Britain giving out some reparations to the motherfuckers that look just like you and me? It's time the motherfuckers need to stop saying fuck them Africans. Like, yeah, them niggas stink. We might stink to them, nigga. Like, so fucking what, nigga? Them is our brothers and sisters. You feel me? Like on some real shit. We need to get away from that. That is something the first way we gonna unify ourselves under some real shit, under some real unification, is when we start accepting the brothers and sisters fully on the African motherland, on the mother continent. You feel me? Like, we need to accept them Kemites. You feel me? Like, for real. Once we try to, I'm not saying building something, but I'm just letting you know, like, check it out. Like, if you first say, you know, them is my brothers and sisters over there, that's how you first stop dividing yourself as black people amongst black people. You'll tell the white man all day, oh, I'm an original man, I'm an African, but then you be like, nigga, I ain't from Africa, nigga, and all this shit. What is it? What is it? Because you can't have it both ways, nigga. You can't have it both ways. Fuck all that bullshit. That's the first thing we need to do, bro. We need to accept that the motherland and its people are our brothers and sisters. And once we do that wholly, you can talk about them. I talk about them. They ashy ass motherfucking feet. Nigga always wearing them sandals and shit. Nigga, the back be all white. They toes be off. I be bagging, especially the brothers. Like the brothers that from Ghana. Oh my goodness, them niggas love to wear sandals. Man, like this, man, bro, that shit be killing me. Like, I do not like to see a motherfucking feet like that shit. But then my brothers though. They're my brothers. Like, you know what I mean? We gotta learn to accept that. And we could, because they got treated the way they got treated for the same reason we got treated the way we continue to get treated. And that's because of our skin tone. That's because of our skin tone, man. Y'all might know what it thinks so. But it's really that. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? We already know we brothers and sisters here in America. We know that. You know, we know we fam here. We just refuse to speak on it. We refuse to say it and act on it. We know though, but that's what make us most so dangerous, is because we know, but yet we choose to do the other thing. You feel me? That's not a part of being the melon people. That's not part of that. Those that have melon, they know quicker than those that don't know. And when you choose to do wrong, get that frequency. I tell y'all all the time, go check it out, man. That neuromelon. Check that shit out, man. See why these people be plotting against you. See why they say that some of this shit that they say against you, man. They say this shit because you have a high fucking frequency. Like, you don't think that this is energy? Like, on everything, this is energy. I'm telling y'all, man. You feel me? Fuck the queen. Fuck her castle. Fuck that fucking horse that pulled her. Fuck all of them. You feel me? What the fuck they do for us but help destabilize the motherland? Like, let's be honest. Y'all can say I'm wrong. But I'm always willing to give, especially serious topics like this. I'm always gonna go live. I'm always gonna, you feel me, make sure I say what I say the way I always say it, and the way I feel. Because I want y'all to see, man. I want y'all to see these lives and then be like, oh, I can't wait to get in that nigga live and say this to that nigga. I'm gonna say this to that nigga. I'm gonna say that to that nigga. You feel me? So I'm gonna say this. You feel me? The thing about me is, I'm gonna just hurt your feelings with the truth and facts. The fact about it is true. That's the fucked up thing. The fact about it, the fucked up fact about it is that it's true. Shit that I read today, that shit ain't no, you feel me? No fly of the mill by night type story. Real shit. Millions of people lost their lives in one country. Underneath the queen. All hail the queen, though, right? Hey, y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Pharaoh the guy. Always on the motherfucking job. I got five. Let's talk. Real talk. You feel me? And I'm gonna leave y'all with this one more time, man. You feel me? Because
my mother was chased to her death while she was in a relationship with someone that wasn't white. And now look what's happened. You want to talk about history repeating itself? They're not going to stop until she dies. My mother was chased to her death while she was in a relationship with someone that wasn't white. And now look what's happened. You want to talk about history repeating itself? They're not going to stop until she dies. My mother was chased to her death